hanging out with the crew of Brickell CDJR, and we have the pleasure of speaking with General Manager Jonathan Noda here at Brickell CDJR. Thanks so much, man.
Pleasure on having you guys here. We're brand new here in Miami. We've been open now. We're going on month number 5, and we're super excited as far as to bring this to the community, bring this to Miami. It's something we've been working with for the last 10 years, actually.
Wow.
To get this whole project from A to Z, but we're happy to be here and happy to serve and help out.
Thank you. Listen, man, we have to get to know your story because you're such a young guy too. And to be a GM of such a huge organization, company, is a big deal. So tell us, man, where does your story begin?
So I'm born and raised here in Miami. I grew up partially in Tamiami and spent most of my young and childhood and teenage years in Homestead. So born and raised in South Florida, took advantage of a lot of things. Got into the car business at a very, very young age.
Yeah.
My
what
father
about cars?
Actually, my father was in the car business for a while, okay. So it's kind of built in as an idea. And then it was just actually the most accommodating thing for my schedule. I was at FIU. Oh, wow. You could work nights and weekends, so it just kind of started that way, and then
so
it
you
evolved.
Were in
sales? Yep, I started off completely in sales, got everything going. And then it grew exponentially as far as from there.
My name is Jonathan Noda. I'm the general manager here in Brickell Buick GMC in beautiful Miami, Florida. And we are the #1 Hummer EV dealer in the country. And today I have a solution for you.
How was it balancing, FRU and the cars?
It was different. It definitely, 2 years in, I made the commitment. I said, look, the car business was for me. I enjoyed it. Had some early success. I was able to kind of go and grow my career pretty quickly and decided that, that was the path I wanted to go with.
Now, being a Miami kid, how does it feel to be, to be at this point, in your career?
I mean, it's a great accomplishment. I mean, we are the largest Dodge Chrysler Jeep store in the United States as far as open new point. So it is a big honor. I mean, it's a big responsibility as well. I've been happy and glad to be able to, with Mario, that owns our group, Mercado Automotive Group. We're 36 stores nationwide. Wow. But this was our home base right here in Calle Ocho and 7th Avenue, where we all started, his journey started here about 23 years ago. And this was something in his vision, and I was lucky enough to kind of be in the right place, the right time. Yeah. I joined him at the Honda store with a good friend of mine, Richard Bustillo, that runs the Honda and Mazda store across the street, and then kind of went from there and got the great opportunity to definitely join such a wonderful organization here at Mercado Automotive Group that we, definitely not only give back, but make sure that we, help our community and go from there.
You're in a great part of town too. It doesn't get better than Calle, right?
Take it back 25 years ago, people would have said different, but definitely, I mean, we're between Brickell growing, Calle Ocho, everything around here, Miami going up, which is kind of the idea here at this building. I mean, we're 7 stories high. We knew that out you could only go so far, so up has definitely been the trend for Miami, for Brickell, for all the condos, different things, Wynwood, all these up and coming areas. So we took advantage of that as far as scaling our business and saying, hey, how can we stay on Calle Ocho and then really grow? So we went with the tower approach, and definitely has its challenges, but it definitely has its ultimate advantages.
Badass right here, man. I love that.
Yeah, we brought in the our outdoor fixture inside. We said let's put it in the middle of the showroom and give our customers a true Jeep experience as far as once you think of Jeep, and it definitely works out, and it's a pretty cool little added feature.
Now, I think when we think of, I think dealerships have this kind of like negative connotation sometimes. Right, yeah. and like the salesman, right? That kind of vibe. One thing I love about you guys is that you guys are very community oriented.
¿Necesitas un carro?
I mean, the stigma of car sales has kind of evolved throughout the years. It's getting better. I mean, everything is definitely much more transparent, a lot easier. Our consumers are a little more educated. It definitely helps having everything online, a lot more accessibility. So definitely the evolution of the car sales over the last 10, 15 years has been a lot easier. But yeah, definitely our community outreach has always been a main focus, right? We understand that our success is really a derivative of our community, how we bring them in, how we involve them, because without our customers, nothing else, really matters. But, we try to do what we feel is important to us and to them, especially on our outreach. And our investment in what our community is.
Yeah, everything worked great, in and out, a couple of hours with a trade-in, got a new 2022 Jeep Compass, ready to go.
Now, with running this huge organization, like what's your motivator every day? Like what keeps you going? What fuels that drive?
I mean, it's a combination of things. I mean, definitely the race for The level of competition in the car business is always an exciting one, but not even that. It's being part of a great organization that has allowed us to, not only invest in ourselves and our community, but really being able to, give back. I mean, a few days ago, our president and CEO Mario was awarded a Lifetime Achievement Award by the Boys and Girls Club. He's a big sponsor of the Nicholas Children's Hospital. So seeing everything else that a dealership can do and can bring has always been a nice motivator. And being at this level has definitely showed me the importance of what it can do and how many lives it can affect. I mean, we're a big supporter of all of our minority, our Cuban American foundations, our minority dealer associations. We definitely try to lead the way, and then Miami being that kind of epicenter to the Caribbean, we've tried to make sure that we're leading it not only in the most professional way, but ultimately making sure that we're setting standards and hitting targets and doing it both ways, on the sales side and on the community outreach and everything else.
And also right now you're doing free oil changes.
Yep. Anybody, we're doing an exposure campaign just to invite people to the store so they can come see it. Anybody from Miami, South Florida, anybody in our backyard, anybody visiting, come on down, see the store. I'll do a free oil change on any car that hasn't been here, just to come check us out. Have a cortadito with us here at our cafeteria. We'll get that taken care of and go from there.
Jonathan, thank you so much, man. We appreciate your time.
No, appreciate you guys, and thank you guys for everything you guys do for the community.